Starting out, really, I always start at the high time frames, especially every Sunday, just because it gives you a gauge, a directional gauge for just the week, helps you anticipate wherever we can potentially go, grasp and understanding. I don't do this every day. I only do it every Sunday because really you don't need to look at the monthly and the weekly every day. Really, I go as high as the daily, because that's really all I need since I'm trading intraday. But yeah, from there, as you can see right here on the monthly, we just inverse this monthly imbalance right here, indicating that we're gonna go higher. We did just sweep this external high though, so now from here, honestly, this week is gonna be quite important because I want to see where price is gonna go from here. Now we could, since we didn't, well, we did actually get a slight body close above. Since we did get a body close above this high, I can look to expect higher price, and a way to potentially anticipate how exactly high will go is from using standard deviation levels. When we are at all-time high, standard deviation is very important to use because you don't have actual gauges in price. There's no more liquidity to the left to actually judge your bias on, and there's no actual structure to the left to target. Now we're basically in no man's land. This is all uncharted territory up here. Price can go as high as it wants, as low as it wants. Standard deviation is very important because these are areas where price is likely to respect that. Another area where price is likely to respect that is even numbers: 2350, 24,000, 24.5, 24.3, 24.2, things like that. Right now we're at 22,980. 23 is the next target. You feel me? If we haven't, well, we did hit that already, but so yeah, like targeting those even numbers is another thing too that is important. But yeah, I'll mark out standard deviation from this last manipulation, like prior to the reversal from the monthly. So yeah, that would intend that I am gonna be bullish going into this week, especially because we did get a body close above this high. Now from there, I'll go to the weekly though. Really look to understand what we did from the previous week. And really, all we did is just make a move to these highs. Didn't move as much as we did the week prior. Excuse me. And since that is the case, since we had a large week followed by a much smaller week, this week I'm definitely gonna just be defensive. Tomorrow is a no news Monday as well, but it is the Monday after we had a bank holiday, which means that we probably will get a lot of volume tomorrow. So you can expect to. Oh wait, this ain't even the right week. I'm tripping. Yeah. So we can expect to see, good volume going into tomorrow. We don't have much. Honestly, really no news Monday, no news Tuesday. It's FOMC, unemployment claims. It's going to be a slower week. However, tomorrow is usually a day where you wouldn't expect to trade because it is a no news Monday. But since it is following a bank holiday, we can expect to probably get some good volume from there. This is Forex Factory, by the way. This is where you want to look at to get your news because these red folder news right here are very important. They can cause increases in volatility and price, cause the market to, pump, dump, whatever the case at these key times where you see red folder, orange folder as well. They can be important. Really just depends. We have FOMC Wednesday, unemployment claims Thursday. Really want to be defensive this week though, because now that we're at all-time highs, we're above it. We don't know what we're gonna do. So you really want to be patient and more defensive. I would recommend lowering your size as well. Just so that you are more defensive. The market's going to give you an opportunity to up your risk and really capitalize on making a lot of money right now. I wouldn't say that is that time just because we still need more structure to really base a bias off of for better trades. But yeah, so since we have gotten a body close above all-time highs, I would like to see if the daily. Okay, so yeah, we potentially have a daily imbalance formed above all-time highs. This is the most important level I'm going to be looking at. Just this right here, this order block and then this fair value gap, because when price uses an imbalance or forms an imbalance prior to sweeping a major high, or in sequence of sweeping a high, once price revisits it, that's basically going to be a make or break level. Since this isn't an actual imbalance yet, this order block would be it. If price respects this order block, 9 times out of 10, we're going to continue. We're going to rock it. Price is going to continue to push a lot higher. However, if we inverse it, if we close it below it, you can likely see price really sell off drastically. This is a very key level right here. On on the daily. Looking at the 4 hour though. I'll see if we did put in a different imbalance. Yeah, we do have a couple imbalances here. We have this one. Then we also have this one here. Another very important one since this is untapped as well. Untapped imbalances are very key, especially for if we were to tap them. Now we do look like we are respecting this 4 hour right here, so I can likely see Asia. Um, yeah, we can likely see Asia continue to push us. Honestly, we did put in a bullish the week opening gap, which essentially means since it is Sunday, the market is just open, and as we have this gap right here, pushing price higher. So we can likely see going into tomorrow higher price as well. Um, so yeah, I would likely honestly be more bullish, but really just be reactive though. Being patient is the key thing here. We did just rebalance into this range, which I think was very needed. We were very bullish. We had no real reactions, no real time for price to balance itself at all. So honestly, I think that this reaction, this rebalance was very important. I would like to see Asia close above this 4 hour so we can then potentially target this internal high and beyond. Um, Based off of that, the standard deviation I would use here could be this manipulation. Like as you can see, we did already tap it. So once we do revisit it, we would likely see price run this leg and then continue to use it as a form of support to then expand even higher. So it would probably look like something like this since we already have tapped it and then continue to see it higher, see price move higher because these are like invisible forms of liquidity. Standard deviation, I'm going to actually make a video about it too because I think it is an important thing to talk about. It's not talked about enough, but these levels right here, you can see price usually does respect them to the two. Let's see right here, this manipulation leg. To respecting -4 to the tick each time. Got the reversal 2 to 2.5. We did slow up, consolidate, but once we did close beneath it, we did continue to that 4. So these levels right here are very important, especially when you are at all-time highs and price doesn't actually have any liquidity to the left. So it's very important to keep in note. We can potentially see something like that. We can also see the new week opening gap here revisited too, which is right here. See this get pulled back into and then continue higher if we fail to close above this 4 hour initially. Even this 2 hour right here, these gaps are usually likely to get filled every week and used as trampolines for price in either direction that they are in favor in. But yeah, that's basically it though. Honestly, Monday, gonna be looking to probably trade full size. Should be a good day tomorrow just because it's Monday after a bank holiday. Usually I have, you know, decent days on Mondays. My Mondays are usually better. Tuesdays are usually the days where I like to de-risk, especially a no news Tuesday. I usually, just based off my statistics, I'm more prone to, losing trades on those days. So I'm probably de-risking Tuesday. Wednesday we can apply usual risk. FOMC at 2 p.m. Thursday 8:30 news. Regular trading day. Friday gonna be slow. And yeah, that's probably how I'll navigate it. Just being more patient, especially since we are above all-time highs now. We can either continue to hold this and continue higher, or we're gonna sell off. Now it also depends on the fundamental analysis, the sentiment globally. I think I just heard like 52 countries is at war right now, which is the most. And yeah, I heard that in church actually. It's the most since World War II. So a lot of global stuff going on that can also affect the markets. That can either cause it to continue to get bought up or to get a reversal to sell off. So that's nothing to keep in mind. Definitely keep Bloomberg open. Keep just different external news sources open. I always check them before every trading day just to make sure nothing overnight didn't happen overseas or anything like that. That could potentially cause some type of effects to the market and how I trade, because yeah, the candles are important. This is what you would call technical analysis, but the fundamentals are just as important. That's global news, the global economic state, all that stuff. Something globally goes wrong, we'll sell off just because of that. But yeah, that's essentially it, right? Give you all a quick idea, give you all a quick heads up, quick update. what I'm gonna be looking for in my plan of action throughout this week. And yeah, hope I can learn something. I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, and catch you in the next one.